Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you've been good. I hope you've had a great week so far, and I hope you've been okay. I'm very happy to be back here this week with you, sharing useful information for your career, for your education, for just moving your life forward, all right? So last week I shared with you guys about the updates from Norway and the free education, which is no longer free. Which is no longer free. And as I shared with you guys, they're going to be charging, some schools are going to be charging between 13 to 15,000 USD. That's the equivalent for the Norwegian krone amount. And some schools are charging as high as 34,000 USD in equivalent to the Norwegian amount. So that's a lot of money. And that's aside from the proof of funds that you have to show that you can take care of yourself, which is around like 12K USD per year. I know, you're like, oh my God, all this USD just dropping up and down. It's really quite sad. And I know that a lot of you are very sad about the development and the updates, but I don't want you to be sad. I want you to just have an open mind, keep an open mind, and just look out for other options that you might have. And if you can afford it, I mean, great for you if you can afford it. But if you're coming from Nigeria, I'm Nigerian, and even if you can afford it, you have to pay your fees. You can pay your fees in our currency, which is Naira. You have to pay in like dollars and all that. And I know the challenges that are around trying to get USD in this country. It is such a headache, such a hassle. All sorts of challenges from visa agents who are charging you to, the banks not giving you USD and you applying for, a very long time and they don't get back to you on time. It's just such a hassle, right? But nevertheless, I don't want you to feel down or discouraged. There are a lot of other options that you can explore. And like I told you guys last week, I'm going to be sharing a lot of other options for you guys this year. Like, I know that we started on the Norwegian note, but we are going global now. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys all sorts of useful information that you can use and other options that will just be useful for you, that you can use to improve your education, get new skills, move your career forward and everything in between like that. Right now, like I said before, there are a lot of options that you can consider in terms of going abroad, right? A lot of you that are watching this video, you want to go abroad, I know. But education is not the only route that you can use to go abroad. You can get a job abroad, right? That's another major way that I know. I personally know lots of people that have gone abroad by getting jobs abroad. But then if you're going to start applying for jobs abroad, you have to stand out. Like, it's a very competitive, a very competitive space. The applications are tough. Like, you need to be able to stand out because there are other people from all over the place also applying for these jobs. And what are the things that can help you to stand out? Your education, the kind of education that you've gotten, your skills, the things that you know, your knowledge. And I know that going to school abroad is a way to get this thing, the knowledge, the skills, the education. And you don't have to go abroad to improve your skills. You can get an MBA. If you don't have a bachelor's, you can get a bachelor's. You can get extra certification from the comfort of your home, like from your room. And I'm not just saying from the comfort of your country or from the comfort of your house. I'm going to be sharing with you guys an option today that is so flexible. You can fit it around your current schedule. Even if you have a 9 to 5, if you're an entrepreneur and you run your own business, this is a perfect option for you. You need to get more knowledge. You just need to do better. You want to get a promotion. You want to move your career forward and you just want to get an MBA. This is the perfect option for you because it is such a flexible option. And this option is Nexford University. Shout out to Nexford for sponsoring this video. Now, aside from Nexford sponsoring this video, the first time I heard about Nexford was like 3 years ago when one of my friends was talking to me about, he started an MBA online, in this school, American school, and all of that. And I'm like, what's this about? And then he told me about the uni. And then I just asked some questions and it seemed quite legit. And at that time, I'm like, you know what? You don't really know much about something now. And, I went online, I actually checked them out. I'm like, that this is quite brilliant. But then I was going to Norway for my education at that time. So it was not an option that I was planning to consider because I already got my admission to go to Norway, right? But this, my friend, is a serial entrepreneur in Nigeria running a 6-figure business and he's a very smart person, like, brainy. And if this kind of person tells me that, okay, this university is good, and I'm getting this MBA here and it's been so great so far, I mean, right from that time, I already had Nexford in my mind that, okay, this is a good option for people that want to go, here. And 3 years down the line, they reached out to me and I'm so glad to be sharing this opportunity with you. So apart from them sponsoring this video, this is actually a great opportunity for you, to improve your education if you have a 9 to 5 or you're an entrepreneur. If you're not able to travel right now, you just need to move your education forward.
I wanted to stand out and build a global career. So I chose to earn a future-focused degree at Nexford, a next-generation American university.
Nexford allows me to learn 100% online, anywhere, at any time, and on any device.
Learning at Nexford happens on Canvas, the online platform used by all Ivy League colleges. It's light on my data bundle, helps me plan my time, and keeps me up to date on the move.
Now, Nexford offers a very specific academic solution, which I personally think is very, very brilliant. Like, it's almost as if they looked at the pain points of Nigerians or just people and just said that, oh, what can we do to help these people? How can we make their life better, make education easier for them? And they came up with the idea that was Nexford University, right? I know you're already thinking, we were all this theory that you're talking. Let's address the elephant in the room. How much does it cost? How much is it? Tell us. Let's talk about money here, because everything boils down to money, right? How much are they charging? Now, before I go into how much they're charging, let's first talk about how much it costs for normal universities if you're, going abroad to study and all of that. First of all, at the beginning of this video, I already talked about going to Norway and how it's costing at least $24,000 per year. That's if you combine how much the least education would be and then the proof of funds. That's like $24,000. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But let's even move away from there, right? Nexford is an American university. So let's do some comparisons with maybe the UK and the US. For instance, if you're going to the UK, University of Hull, is an affordable university. Lots of Nigerians like to go here. University of Hull, they talk about it all the time. Now, if you're going to University of Hull, you're going to spend at least like 10,000 to like 15,000 pounds, that range, right? And if you're going to University of Bradford, which is another university that Nigerians like to go, you're looking at between like 19,000 to 25,000 pounds per year. And a lot of universities in the UK are around this range, 25,000 pounds, 26,000 pounds per year. And I know that a lot of them offer flexible payment options. Maybe you can pay in 3 installments. But 3 installments, some people, hello, let's talk, let's talk Nigerian to Nigerian. We know how things are. I mean, a lot of Nigerians are living below the poverty line. People don't have money. And they're looking for options that are like really, really affordable and something that is really tailored to their needs. And Nexford offers this. Now, if you're going to go to Nexford or apply to go to Nexford, it costs $180 per month. You see how this thing is? You can even pay per month. If you're going to like all the schools abroad, they can tell you, okay, maybe pay in 3 installments, pay in 4 installments. You can pay every month. That means as a 9-to-5 person or as an entrepreneur, when you make your money for the month, you know that, okay, when I make my money for the month, I'm removing my school fees. It is such a brilliant idea. So you can actually plan, you can budget, you can say, okay, at the end of this month, when I collect my salary, I'm removing this so amount to pay for my education. And it just makes so much sense and it's so flexible. And you can pay this every month. Now, if you look at 180 per month, over 18 months that it takes to complete an average MBA, we're looking at 3,240 USD on average compared to 28,000 pounds, 25,000 pounds. Can you see the disparity in the fees? And you get to do this while still being able to continue doing your work as an entrepreneur or as a 9-to-5 person or just being in the confines of your house. I feel like this is so brilliant. This is a game changer, in my opinion. This is such a game changer. Now, let's say you're going to the US to get your MBA, right? For instance, you're going to Penn State University. You're looking at upward of $30,000, for your MBA. Okay, let's say you don't want to go to Penn State, you're going to Darden. You're looking at upward of $60K. And if you just go to Columbia, it's like upward of $80K. It's upward of $80K. This is a lot of money, right? That a lot of Nigerians cannot afford. Now, this is compared to Nexford, where you can just pay $180 per month. And this $180 per month spread over 18 months, you're looking at an average of 3,240 USD. Guys, that is so affordable for an American education that you'll be getting from the confines of your house, from the flexibility of your schedule. It makes a lot of sense for you. And it is an option that I think that you can explore if you're looking to further your career, if you're looking to get more knowledge, if you're looking to get an MBA, if you're looking to still earn and learn. Earn in the sense that you're still working as an entrepreneur or you're still working your 9-to-5 and you can still learn. You don't have to stop one to do the other. It is such a brilliant idea. And another thing that is even such a game changer is that you can pay in Naira. Guys, you can pay in Naira, which means that you don't have to bother about, how am I going to change this money? How am I going to get dollars? They have the option for you to pay in Naira, and the rate is very reasonable, right? If you're watching this and you're not a Nigerian, right, you can also pay in USD, but they have other options as well. You can pay with PayPal, wire transfer, credit card, debit card. If everything is cryptocurrency. When I said that these people, they looked at the pain points of people and they just developed like a brilliant solution. This is what I meant. Like, it is such a game changer.
My name is Alera Boyo. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I am a Nextford MBA graduate and I studied enabling e-commerce. I currently work with Tangerine Africa as the team lead for digital partnerships. I chose Nextford University because the tuition was monthly. I was just scrolling down on Instagram and I saw the sponsored ad and I was like, monthly tuition. So at first I wasn't really so sure. So I reached out to my mutual friend to ask, what's the story? And he told me, no, Nextford is legit, don't worry.
So like I said before, Nextford is an American university, so your degree would be US accredited through DEAC, and you can evaluate it with WES. That's if you decide later that, it's Canada PR I want to do. I want to evaluate my degree with WES. You can do that. Your degree can do that. They also have a robust career service that they offer to people that graduate from the school. So when you graduate, they don't just leave you hanging, gone with the wind. They have a robust career service to help you go through that phase, in developing your career. Now, this is 100% online. Like, the school is 100% online. You learn online. But they have physical community spaces in Lagos and Abuja. So you can go there to study and also to just meet with other people that are in your course or just in school with you. You can go there to meet with people and also study.
The learning style for me, I would say, is that the fact that Nextford creates some type of community for you, because a lot of people don't like to study online because most schools or most institutions, what they just do is give you an access, and then however you do it, that's your business. But that's not what Nextford does. Nextford holds your hands from day one all through and ensures that you're not just reading to pass, you're actually reading to learn and reading to understand. I'm proud to say right now that I am the team lead for digital partnerships at Tangerine Africa, and I must tell you per se that getting the job was the easiest thing ever because I didn't have to do anything, I didn't have to know anybody. All I needed to do was to show my skills, show up at the interview and answer all the questions that was thrown at me. And at the end of the day, I am proud to say that I have found my calling. Thank you once again to Nextford.
And they are not affected by strikes. Like, if you're also thinking of, for instance, getting a master's degree, right? Let's say you don't even have a 9-to-5 or you're not an entrepreneur, but you're just thinking of getting a master's degree in Nigeria. And maybe you were considering going to private schools, to get a master's. And to be honest, some private schools are good. But like, this is an American master's. I would advise that you compare the prices, right? Look at the prices and say, okay, if I go for this private school master's, how much will it cost me? If I go for Nextford master's, how much will it cost me? Because when you're trying to apply for international jobs or you're trying to leave the country, an American master's will give you a more competitive edge, if we're being honest, right? So consider this if you want to get an MBA. Another thing about their MBA is that you can even get specializations. They have 5 different specializations if you want to specialize. And this is across both business and sciences, e-commerce, AI, doing business across the world. It is really a brilliant curriculum. They also have different courses and certifications that you can take. Intermediate courses, advanced courses. It is a plethora of options that you can choose from. And another thing is, for the MBA, you can start on the 1st of every month. That's like, you're ready now, you can start on the 1st of March, or you can start on the 1st of April, or you can start on the 1st of May. Now, if you're interested in checking them out, click the link in my description box. Make sure you enroll and start the journey to your desirable future. All right? Bye, guys. See you next week.
It was a day like no other, the Nigeria graduation ceremony to top all ceremonies. A day where hundreds of Nextford graduates avoided the strikes, were awarded their degrees, and with their families present, celebrated in style. Where all of the hard work, late nights, and incredible sacrifices paid off. Where we commemorated the crowning of Nigeria's future global leaders. Where graduates got to mix with and rub shoulders with dignitaries and celebrities, and where all present got to let their hair down and celebrate in style. Now that the day is done and memories made, we will be watching the class of 2022 as they advance in their careers and make their mark in the world. They chose a next-generation university to lead the future of business. What greatness awaits you? This stirring day will of course come again in 2023, where we'll celebrate our next graduates and the continued successes of our current ones. Will you be there?